So you say you want to be earning passive income, and I believe you, but are you looking in all the wrong places? I'm Hillary Johnson, the founder and CEO of Hatch Tribe, and I work primarily with women entrepreneurs, helping them build really amazing businesses, earn more income so that they can live the lives that they want to live. Now, passive income comes up a lot. I can't tell you there's not a week that goes by that one of my clients or some new client comes and says, listen, I really want to be able to earn passive income. And good. I mean, you should, because passive income means we're decoupling time from money. So if you really think about what that means, it's that you're not going to have to work and trade off all of your time and your energy in order to generate the income on the other side. Most businesses are not built that way, and that's not wrong, to be clear. What most of us, myself included, my primary business, Hatch Tribe, I do work in order to earn income for that. And there are things that are easier and there are things that are more passive. But the reality is most businesses are built off of a generation of time and energy, and that's what allows us to earn income on the other side. So what typically comes up is when someone comes to me, and listen in for this if this is you. You may say, I really want to earn passive income because I'm just working so hard and there's none of me left to go around. And I love the idea of bringing an income that's decoupled from my time. And then you say something like, I was thinking about courses or ebooks, digital downloads, membership sites, programs, da 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 da. Have you said any of these things before? I'm sure right now you're like, yeah, oh, I've said all of those things. And that's okay, because I did too. So in the arc of my entire career as a business owner, I mean, I've owned businesses now for going on 12 years. I've done all these things and then some. And the truth is I pursued many of those things, courses, programs, memberships, digital downloads, ebooks, et cetera, because I thought that they were going to generate a lot of passive income for me. And the truth is all of them require a lot of work. So let's just take one and I'll break it down for you. So let's just say you wanted to create a course, something that could be downloaded that your audience can use online and they can pace themselves and go through it, etc. Now, beyond the obvious, yes, you're going to have to build the course. So you're going to have to sit down and really think through what goes in it, how do you build it out? You have to create the content and then build it into whatever system it's going to go in. That's just the functional piece of creating the product. But what most business owners forget is that you have to actually sell it. And most of you, and I need you to hear me when I say this, you don't have an audience that's big enough to support whatever you want to launch on that program. You just don't. Because the reality is most of your audience is not going to convert and they're not going to buy. So less than 1% of any given list, and when I say list, I mean email list, less than 1% of your list will become a buying customer of most of what you offer. Take that in for a minute. Less than 1%. So if you have a list of 1,000 people, you might get 10 people that buy whatever that thing is. And unfortunately, many people, myself included in a prior version of Hillary, created courses thinking oh my God, this is going to solve all these problems and all these people will buy. And we had a significantly larger list than 1,000. And we did not generate the sales that I would hope for. And then you do things well, maybe I need to lower the price. And if I lower it, then I'll get more sales. And that's not the answer either. The truth is you need a really big audience for most of these things to work, or you need a really big marketing budget in order for most of them to work. So if you have a huge audience, and let's just say you have 100,000, 200,000 people following you, you're probably going to be able to sell something to them. And if you listen and you ask them, they'll tell you what they want. But most people don't have a list that big. Most of you listening do not. So the other alternative is you create a thing that, again, your audience needs to tell you they want exactly that thing before you go create it. But if they've said yes, then we still need to kick in some marketing money. And part of that's to reach your current audience and to reach potential new people. And you could spend thousands of dollars launching that product. And that's just the first launch. So just remember, then you've got to go out and sell and market it for the rest of time. So it's beyond the launch, it doesn't just mean you're going to have people coming through the door. And the same goes with memberships. We've had them. We've run them for over 3 years and actually made the decision to close them in part because there's a lot of work that goes into creating the content, maintaining the community, and then going through this perpetual launch cycle. You're always launching, you're always closing the window, you're trying to get new people in, other people are leaving your community. It's a lot. So anyway, why am I talking to you about passive income then? It's because I need you to be thinking about it in a very different way. The truth is, these things, like I just rattled off, courses, programs, memberships, ebooks, digital books, digital downloads, most of these are truly not passive in the way that we want to be thinking about passive income. Passive income, for many of us, inclusive of being a business owner, will often come from a different method entirely. It's often going to come from outside of your current business. That's how I have built passive income streams for me as a human. So yes, there are things inside of Hatch Tribe that were more passive over time. But for me, when I'm looking at managing my life and my wealth streams, I really want to be thinking about me and not just the business. And so for you as a business owner, I encourage you to think about that. What are some passive income streams that you could develop that do not have anything to do with your primary business? And they exist. So one I wanted to talk to you about today is one that I use, and I'm super ecstatic with the results. I've been doing this for the last 6+ months. I'd have to look at the exact day, but it's been over 6 months. And it's investing through cryptocurrency in an idea that allows the market to fluctuate and you earn money all along. So as you'll know, if you've been watching the news at all, cryptocurrency can be volatile, but the volatility of the market is what actually allows this particular method of earning passive income to work, and it's called the wiggle method. And I learned this from a mentor. I bought a course and I watched the course and I implemented what I was told, and I am making money as a result of it. And I'm making thousands of dollars, to be clear, using this very specific method. So it is using cryptocurrency. And if you're like, oh, dude, I don't even know where to start with that, you're in a good place, because Dan, my mentor, will actually teach you how to get into cryptocurrency to begin with. And then from there, he teaches you exactly how to implement this wiggle method so that you can earn money as the market is fluctuating all along. So if you're interested at all in learning about this specific form of earning passive income, I encourage you to click the link that's here in the caption so that you can learn more about it. There is going to be a webinar. Dan, the mentor, he's going to talk you through everything. So you can stay on the webinar, you can ask questions, you can make sure your questions are answered, because of course, with anything you're investing in, you're going to want to know that you're confident in it. Like, that's your decision, and you need to make sure you are comfortable and confident before you pull the trigger on it. So I encourage you, check out the link below, watch the webinar, go on live, and make sure you really get your questions answered. And it potentially could be something that works for you too. So again, I highly recommend this. I would not be even suggesting it to you if I was not having an amazing experience with it. So I have my money invested in this particular method. I continue to do it because I'm earning lots of money and it's passive. I don't have to do anything. So unlike all these other things we've been talking about, this just makes money every day. And once the settings are there and it's off and going, you literally sit back and just see what happens, and it generates profit. And it's amazing. And you do not have to do any work for it. That is the real definition of passive income, my friend. So keep thinking about that. So check out the link below, get your questions answered. And yeah, if you have questions, also pop them on comments here, and I'm happy to help. All right, see you soon.